just to start off, I thought our guys played really hard. This past week, I was pleased with what they did, but my main message was one, we got to be more consistent. We can't just go out there and just have a great play one play, step back on the next play, but then also we need to find a way to help our team win the game. That's ultimately what we need to do, and we weren't able to do that. But a lot of things to learn on, and I thought the guys played really hard, and I was pleased with a lot of things that they did. But open up with that.
Luke's punt return touchdown. Just what has he shown you as a punt returner? He almost broke one of the Saints games as well.
Yeah. He's a good football player. The way he approaches the game. And I say that because he's not just returning; he's got value as well on the other core phases, and obviously receiver. So he's just a solid football player with great instincts. He trusted his blockers, and the blockers did a phenomenal job for him. And I was just happy that I had the opportunity, and I was happy for the rest of the guys out on the field that had the opportunity to fill that. That big play, and it was a big momentum play too, in a time that we needed to get a score. And so that was good. It was a good momentum builder. Something we can continue. There's some things in there we had a coach on. There's guys that got some minuses on the play, but we got to continue to build that, and it's a great opportunity right now in these preseason games to build off that.
You called him the Grim Reaper too?
No, it's kind of catchy. I didn't think about that one, but no, I was. It's a good nickname. We should have had someone on there for the meeting, but no, he. I was just really happy for him and that success, but. On to the next one, and we got to find a way we can go ahead and, get it in the end zone again. But the big thing is, as a whole, those returners had great ball security, taking care of that, and, that's the first and foremost thing.
REAP for short. R-E-A-P.
REAP. All right. Yeah. Well, that was good. I was happy for him. It was a good nickname.
He's disappointed by that last punt to sail out of bounds a little too early.
Yeah, a touchback would have been the 20. He got that one to the 25. So yeah, we'd obviously want more in terms of that. And up to that point, JK's had a great off season and in these games, and I'm going to take a lot of that too. Just just with expectations on that, and but yeah, we'd like more from that.
The kickoff touchbacks moving up to the 35. How has it changed the strategy? How has it changed things for Cam that they kind of try to take away, the ability to sort of hit into the end zone and sort of force kickers to, hit into that landing zone?
Yeah, no, now you got to be able to be, really actually you got to keep these returners honest a little bit, and just give them different looks in terms of how you attack it, but really nothing in terms of the dynamic of the game or the play has really changed. It's just more balls are going to be in play, which I'm excited about because it gives our players opportunities to make an impact and make a difference for the team. And on those momentum plays, like you'll see, a lot of these plays. The opponents had 3 holding penalties or one tripping and 2 holdings, and that allows us to go ahead and back them up even further. So and by us playing faster, more physical, that allows us to do that. So, but then also there is that risk as well. But I was pleased with their performance in terms of that. Flipping the field, had 3 inside the on that 20-yard line because of those penalties, and that favors us. And I'm excited to put our players in those positions to win those plays. Be good, and looking forward to how it is throughout the rest of the year.
Kendall Williamson, it seems like he's made a bunch of plays on kickoff coverage specifically in the preseason so far. How does he sort of fit into your group of players on special teams right now?
Kendall, like we talked about with Grimm, Kendall's a football player. This guy, he has great instincts for us, and I'm not surprised by the success he's had. But we also will attribute it to he's able to have success because other guys are doing their job. And we kind of talk about that as a special teams unit where, hey, make sure you do your job so the man next to you can have success doing his. And so he's been able to, feed off that a little bit, which has been good. But he's been doing his job and put him in position to make those plays, and he's made them. We got to continue moving forward in terms of this week and see what we can go ahead and build on with that.
What do you think of Kale's tackle on Gunner?
Yeah, he swept it down, and great speed, great instincts with him in terms of getting off the ball, beating a vice. But it's all complimentary too. I know there was no rush, but the guys inside had to protect. The operation had to work, and then JK had to put that thing up high, and he had a 5-second hang time on that one and allow our guys to get down there, and that's what we need. JK talking about his other punt. he had another one that was 5.44 seconds, going in, and so he allowed those gunners to, use their skill set, and KLS did what he does and use the speed and got down there. And then it's one thing to get down there, but it's also get down there, be disruptive, and then make the play. And so that's definitely something we can build on. And now the thing is, I told him, I said, I saw you do it now. Now I expect this every time. So, now the pressure's really on. It's like, all right, and he's ready for that challenge.
You talk about after the game, just like bringing value in different ways, and how there's not a lot of players in his room specifically that play on special teams, so he wants to bring value in the way he can. Is that kind of impress you? And do you see it, like, I guess, on the practice field, just like him attacking it as the way he has, I guess?
Yeah, I think I think those guys in that room do attack it. And I'll be honest with me, being a former receiver, I mean, I want to and coach it on offense. I want to make sure we really get something out of the receiver room or the offense, the running back room, and really get something out of those rooms. And that, so I think the way the whole group is approaching it, I think they've been playing well. With that, Jalen Johnson making great plays. We've seen Campbell, go down there. Maybe it's not a splash play on special teams, but he's forcing, he's being disruptive, he's around the football. So I think it's a tribute to that room, and that they do take a lot of pride to contribute one way or another. And a lot of those guys, yeah, they maybe didn't have that success in college, but it's pouring over right now, and it's infectious.
How close are you from where you want to be for week 1, considering that the final 53 is coming, right around the corner?
Yeah, I think there's still a lot of work to be done. We're chipping away at it. I think we are progressing in the direction that we want to go. But I still think, we still got, a lot of time in front of us, and we got to make sure we continue to take steps forward as opposed to, any setbacks like making same mistakes. So, I like the direction we're headed right now. The thing is it is a very competitive team, and, that's coming from, coach just setting that foundation and that atmosphere, and he wants competitors, and they've shown that they've stepped up to that challenge, and so hats off to those guys too by working. So not sure exactly how it's going to shake out, but excited about that, about the players.
So Delshon Phillips is back in individual.
Yeah.
He'll stay past his physical. Just obviously a guy you guys were very excited about when you got him in free agency. Just what are you looking forward to as far as him getting back in practice?
Just his veteran leadership. I mean, this guy, he's played a lot of football. Excited that he's here. This guy, he can be a game changer in a lot of ways. But first and foremost, he's just got to get healthy and make sure he's ready to go. And this is the first step today, in terms of showing that he can go out there and practice. And he's just a Swiss Army knife. I mean, he's so athletic. He's heavy-handed. He's very intelligent. So. Just excited to see him out there. He brings some juice, quietly, not necessarily vocally, but the way he attacks it each day in practice, he's going full throttle. So I was just happy to see him out there.
And if he's healthy, he's a core 4 guy for you guys.
Yeah, we'll see how it shakes out. I mean, he's shown to prove it, in years past with other teams, and we'll see how it all shakes out. And we still got this week and next week, but I love the progress that he's made.
Does it feel like any sort of uphill battle for him as far as 53-man, just missing as much time as he did?
No, I would say because he is that veteran. He pays attention. He's always listening to meetings, walkthroughs. He's out there. He's approaching the game like a true professional would, and he takes a lot of pride in that. And so, at my end, from my little small world with the special teams, no, because a lot of his track record and the conversations we have, he's a squared away guy.